Oh, oh, so this is the one for that I had seen.
Start me an early screen.
Not the cool.
Let's go, chat. Let's fucking go. Wrong way. That's my fault. I think we were gonna throw it. Sometimes I get a feeling.
issue with one very important detail from Katie's statement.
Michael Simon said that Jeffrey Hamilton is the one who actually killed her.
On the surface, the defense's accusation seemed like a stretch. Jeff Hamilton didn't have a connection to Jenna or an obvious motive for the crime. But Mike's defense team argued that Jeff would have done anything to please Katie Bellflower because of the obsessive crush he had on the 17-year-old seductress.
Jeff basically had unrequited love for Katie Bellflower and would basically do anything that she wanted.
The defense argued that Katie knew Jeff Hamilton would do anything for her. She could manipulate him into killing Jenna. The whole plan so that she could be with Mike.
But prosecutors countered by presenting the recorded testimony of the one man they believe could convince the jury that Mike was lying, Jeff Hamilton.
Let's go. Good defense. Let's go.
The way their story laid out.
Baby, don't fucking break, chat.
Did you see what was happening with Ray Brad?
I just see muscle flash. I just believe that Michael Simon was actually the trigger.
The jury agreed and found Michael Simon guilty of murder.
He got flashed with alcohol.
With Mike and Katie both behind bars, justice seemed served. But their community of Livermore was left reeling. And many were left wondering what about their twisted relationship had fueled their bloodlust.
How many times I've thought about it over the years, how many other cases I've worked, I've never seen anything so cold, callous, and violent by such young people.
Gene Hansen was a 46-year-old salesman who struggled with
Gotta
identity.
upgrade my change of direction.
For many years. He found his saving grace in a young hustler willing to do whatever it took to get what he wanted.
John Hawkins, we live in a world where morality was fairly elastic.
They would form a partnership both in business and in romance.
Gene was in love with John in every way.
My sense was that Gene Hansen would follow John Hawkins. Yes.
Until catastrophe struck in what at first seemed like an unrelated medical tragedy.
The patient had just passed away in his office.
But this patient's death would turn out to be anything but natural.
They convenient to parts and pieces together.
It became obvious that this man was actually murdered.
Now, follow investigators as they expose a twisted tale of theft, deception, and conspiracy. Hear first-hand accounts from one of the case's prime suspects.
I honestly didn't think I was going to be arrested.
And delve into a secret world where nothing is clear and no one is to be seen.
There was so much mystery. It had international intrigue, sex of every variety.
This thing just kept getting more and more bizarre.
Come on, man. Baby, don't break. We got to score that pill.
Glendale, California. It was a little before 7 a.m. when 911 operators received an urgent call from a local doctor's office.
The doctor says, "Come quickly, I have a patient who's collapsed in my office."
As first responders rushed to the office, the doctor stayed on the line and filled 911 operators in on what had happened. According to the doctor, the patient found his ongoing heart condition.
Complaining of heart pain. So the doctor performed a routine EKG. Then he leaves the examining room, goes back to his office to do some paperwork when he hears me. The doctor claims he came running back into the room and finds the patient collapsing.
EMTs and police finally arrived moments later, but it was too late. The patient was dead.
The doctor told the authorities that he had died of a heart attack.
At first glance, It looked like an open and shut case, and the doctor's story seemed to make sense. But little did anyone then know that the evidence
It's my fault.
revealed there was more to
I
the
knew it was
patient's
my
death
fault.
than a simple
I fucking knew it.
neither the patient or the doctor
They be talking about something.
claimed to be.
Yep, that's my fault. My bad, chat. That is a terrible job.
Born in 1941 in northern Florida, Gene Hanson's childhood was anything but ideal.
Gene Hansen had a hard background. His father abandoned him and his brother at a young age.
Gene's mother believed her sons needed a strong.
That was my fault.
She wanted to find a good role model for her two sons, somebody who could instill discipline and a hard work ethic in both of them.
And when Gene was 5, his mother found the perfect man to help raise her young family.
His mom remarried to a Baptist deacon, and Gene was raised in a very strict household.
As Gene grew up, he did his best to adhere to his stepfather's strict rules. And he managed to excel at school. But by the time he was a teenager, Gene began to realize something about himself that he knew wouldn't be accepted by his religious family.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, we gotta do better. And they gotta score, bro. They're not giving us a chance to win this fucking game.
Well, it's just not acceptable, especially in Baptist circles.
Gene kept it a secret for many years.
Faced with the reality that he couldn't change his sexual identity, Gene finally decided he had to escape the restrictive environment that had made him ashamed of who he was. Not long after high school, he enlisted in the military.
He told his mother he was going to join the army, which he did. I think the story he told his mother was that he was getting the GI Bill and then he could get a college education. But what he really did is he fled this kind of restrictive background.
But military life wasn't a good fit for Gene. So after a brief stint in the service, he completely changed careers.
He really hit his stride when he moved to Atlanta and became a shoe buyer in a department store. It was a really good fit for Gene because he was creative, and finally he found a place where that could be channeled.
Gene loved being at the forefront of style in the retail shoe business. His eye for fashion helped him climb to the top of the local industry.
Gene did really well as a shoe buyer in Atlanta, so well, in fact, he was
Good fucking spin.
a job in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles was more than just a professional step.
Boy, I meant to make you call that ball up.
40 years old, he yet to have a significant role. Relationship. When a friend introduced him to a handsome 18-year-old named John Hawkins, shortly after he arrived in town, Gene thought he found a potential partner. For John Hawkins, the attraction was mutual.
Gene Hansen was one of the kindest, most generous, most wonderful human beings I've ever met.
John Hawkins was born in St. Louis in 1963. Unlike Gene, John had a positive relationship with his father.
When I was 11 years old, I asked my dad to buy me a baseball glove. He said, buy it yourself. So I went door to door. To my surprise, 10 people agreed to let me mow their lawns for $10 a piece.
John was a natural salesman. By the time he was a teenager, he was already an experienced entrepreneur.
I sold candy door to door, sold newspaper subscriptions door to door.
But John's salesmanship extended beyond just candy and newspapers. His charisma and good looks made him a hit with the women. And after watching Richard Gere become a star in a movie glamorizing the lifestyle of a gigolo, some say John knew what he wanted to do.
He saw this film and couldn't stop talking about it. And they said, wow, I could do that.
John rolled into West Hollywood in his late teens, looking absolutely gorgeous, and found it really easy to make good, quick money as a child.
In LA, John discovered he was an even hotter commodity than he'd hoped, and many claim the 18-year-old soon had dozens of clients willing to pay for a night of pleasure. But there was just one catch. It wasn't
Damn, boy.
companionship. It was men. Even though John didn't think of himself as gay, the young hustler recognized a lucrative opportunity and he saw it.
I don't think John ever did anything that wasn't counting. Working as a male prostitute, he was trying to work an angle to get ahead, make more money.
He made a lot of money as a male gigolo. Well, absolutely fronting as a straight male and had lots of ladies.
It was a lucrative and unique double life for John. A woman chasing straight man by day and a supposed high-dollar gay prostitute by night. John had become a sexual chameleon.
He was sort of the sexual end-all be-all for them, whether it was a woman or a man.
John was making a killing, but he didn't plan on selling his body forever.
He was saving every dime to start his own business and would often crash on friends' couches to save on rent.
And it was while bar hopping
Come on, man.
finally met
I'm putting y'all in the right place. Y'all about to make me lose my name on X Factor.
or one night stand. Gene Hansen.
Gene fell for him right away. He was really impressed with John. I mean, yeah, he was young and good looking, but he also thought he was kind of smart.
Gene didn't mind that John was a supposed prostitute. He actually seemed a little turned on by it. In fact, Gene was so smitten with John that he decided to throw caution to the wind and offer the 18-year-old the one thing he didn't have, a place to live.
Gene invited him to live in with him in his West Hollywood apartment.
John took Gene up on his offer, and the two men quickly became close confidants. And it wasn't long before John let
Yup, I lost my X Factor.
having planned to invest all the money he made from being an alleged prostitute.
As they became closer friends, John told Gene that he was using his savings to open a clothing store called Just Sweats. And in fact, he'd already opened his first one in Lexington, Kentucky.
He was just like a warehouse of sweats.
Hey, how's bro? That's my star linebacker, bro.
Gene was impressed with John's
Got a wide receiver driving him down the field like you're right.
saw that John lacked traditional retail experience. So Gene decided to use his knowledge of the shoe industry to mentor John. But what started out as a business partnership soon appeared to blossom into something more.
Gene was attracted to John from the start, and after a while, John started to develop feelings for Gene. A lot of people believed from the way they acted in public that they had in fact become intimate with each other.
Being with John was everything Gene had dreamed of when he first moved out to LA. He was obsessed with his younger partner's striking good looks and athletic physique. What's more, Gene finally felt accepted for who he was for the first time in his life. So once again, he decided to take a risk. He quit his shoe buying job in Los Angeles and offered to invest everything in John's company.
He would call me about every 2 or 3 weeks. Hey, how's that store doing? Hey, how's that store doing? And one day he goes, you want an investor for opening the second store? So he became an investor and a partner in the second store.
We can't score. Oh yeah, Broncos do got one of the best defense in the game. I'm tripping. That's why we can't score.
Together, the two men were a force to be reckoned with.
Really took off right from the gate. That's the way it's 22 stores.
As business partners, they were a magical pair. You had Gene, who had experience and knowledge, and John, who had charm and charisma.
John even lent his good looks to a series of commercials to advertise the store.
Don't ask me how I do it. Ours can't be me. Absolutely. You click not watch these commercials.
Gene couldn't have been happier. Not only was he managing a successful clothing company, but he was doing it with a gorgeous man by his side.
I don't know that anyone in Columbus was having more fun than John and I. John was
Cause shit, we ain't sending no blitzes. Ain't not one blitz in here.
always at the bars with his friends, buying drinks.
And as their sales
Straight up tortured his own.
romance thrived. But as investigators were about to discover, appearances can be deceiving. And behind the couple's intimate partnership lay a shocking tale of insurance scams, false identities, and a deadly compound
We getting the stops. They just can't score.
Coming up, John and Jean's relationship takes a tragic turn.
It's phone calls. Very professional. Voice saying that Gene had died.
Megan loves to treat herself, but sometimes she needs extra cash to make it happen. That's why she uses Vinted to sell clothes, shoes, and accessories she doesn't wear. And with no selling or shipping fees, she earns more. Vinted's magical that way. Find extra money in your closet. Download Vinted.
Since 2000, the dollar has lost nearly half its value. Every $100 you save then is worth just 50 today. Your savings are eroding every day.
Dollars in a lot of trouble, and I don't care if that all finds my basket.
Call now to get your free gold ownership guide and learn how owning gold can protect your savings from a falling dollar. Gold has soared nearly 1,800%, holding strong through every crash, every crisis. But who you trust matters as much as what you own. Guided by two former directors of the United States Mint, and with our industry-leading gold buyback guarantee, when the time comes to sell, we'll buy it back for the price you pay or more.
That's like better in gold than I do in stock market.
Build a future your family can count on. Call U.S. Money Reserve for your free gold ownership guide and learn how portfolios with gold are built to protect and grow your savings.
Let's go.
Because waiting
Like I said, we getting the stops. We just can't fucking score.
It matters every day and every night. It matters that we're not just in your community.
Can't get a pick six if I ain't throwing the ball in the air like that. Not on my side, at least.
And rewarded. It matters that we're here for what the doctor prescribed. And also, just what the doctor ordered. Right by your side. Right when you need us. Welcome to CBS. Join us.
After years of searching for love,
Everybody on this game, every quarterback on this game run like it. Little Mark Jackson. Every one of them. Every single last one of them.
As business partners, they were a magical pair. Gene was in love
Josh Allen run like he a fucking running back.
but their picture-perfect partnership would take an unexpected turn.
Yeah, he Cam Newton.
Paramedics in Los Angeles responded to a frantic 7 a.m. call from a local neurologist named Dr. Richard Boggs. First responders found the dead body of a middle-aged man lying on an exam room floor.
Dr. Boggs informed them that his patient collapsed after a routine EKG and that the doctor simply couldn't revive him.
You know not throw it over about me.
That he had died of a heart attack.
But
So what you want me to do, coach? You want me to pick a ball, eh? Clear violation.
Police were able to confirm that this was indeed Melvin Eugene Hansen. He had a credit card on him and a copy of his birth certificate.
officers now had the unfortunate duty of notifying Gene's next of kin. Since he'd been estranged from his family for years, the only person in Gene's life was his partner, John.
It's phone calls. Very professional. Voice that.
I wasn't expecting to win this game anyway.
I was the emergency contact person. And my heart's sinking in my stomach.
When police broke the news to John of Gene's passing, John was devastated over the phone and said the death was unexpected.
As John made arrangements to fly to LA, investigators at the scene were still trying to piece together what happened. And they soon noticed some inconsistencies in Dr. Boggs' account.
When the police showed up, they were initially suspicious of some of the things Dr. Boggs was saying. There were some disconnects with his story.
Detectives wanted to know, if Gene had a history of heart problems, why had he asked to see his neurologist at 5 o'clock in the morning?
Why is a neurologist treating a cardiac incident of a patient? And why in the middle of the night?
But that wasn't all. Both the state in which police found Gene's body and the timing of the medical procedures Dr. Boggs claimed to have performed were suspicious as well. Police noticed that the body seemed to have been dead more than 2 hours. In fact, got to rigor mortis.
Box just said it did an EKG at 5:05, but when they checked the machine, the EKG was
Yeah, we lost.
midnight. And they're wondering where has all these hours gone by before he's phoned.
Only an autopsy could tell for sure. But to investigators' surprise, the medical examiner didn't find anything suspicious in the autopsy report.
The medical examiner confirmed that Gene Hansen had died from heart failure, just as Dr. Fox had claimed.
The Glendale Police Department given the autopsy. There's no sign of foul play. Says he died of natural causes.
Around that same time, John Hawkins was arriving in LA. And no sooner had he landed than he made certain his partner's final arrangements were quickly carried out.
I was the executor of the estate, had the body cremated, then the ashes scattered at sea.
While he was in town, John sat down with detectives and confirmed that Gene had been living with a serious heart condition for several months.
John said that Gene had come out to LA from Ohio to see a specialist 2 weeks ago. John revealed that before Gene left, he had done something very unexpected. He sold his entire interest in chess threads.
He made it clear that he had health problems, that's why he was leaving the business.
John told police that Gene had tried to keep his health problems a secret for as long as he could. So his sudden departure had come as a shock to his partner and their employees. But as painful a blow as Gene's death was for John to take, police couldn't help but assume that his emotional loss was somewhat blunted by what was certainly a tremendous financial gain.
John was the beneficiary on multiple insurance policies from Gene, so he stood to earn a lot of money.
The insurance policies had a net value feature.
Man,
So that
you win some, you lose some, chat.
1.5 million.
When you pay out that kind of money, the insurance companies are going to handle the claim very carefully to make sure there's no scams.
And in going through Gene's files, one of the insurance agents noticed something very strange.
The agent discovered that Gene's postmortem photo and fingerprints are missing from the claim.
Insurance investigators contacted law enforcement to obtain fingerprints off of Gene's body. And when police forwarded the prints, along with photos of Gene's body, the insurance investigators made a stunning discovery.
They compared the photographs, and the corpse was not Gene Hansen.
If this man isn't Gene Hansen, then who is he? Who is the man that died on Dr. Bob's floor? It was suddenly clear that something very strange and possibly criminal was going on here.
Coming up, police try to determine it. Is it possible that John knew where he was hiding?
Calls me up and he says, John, what the heck? What's going on here?
I'm talking to you. So, me, you memorize every textbook, every scare theory, every line from Caddyshack. That's your neck.
You do your thing.
Good against the grain.
Now that is passion.
That is great. Total commitment. Big fan. You know what?
The world needs that stuff more than ever. We love fans. Fandango. Tickets, streaming, fan club. For those who return, just to witness their friend's reaction. Get tickets now.
His death generated a lot of surprise.
Some days, Oxygen Sweet Series Snack is back.
Lawyer approached me about an investment that he made just under $3 million.
With all new shocking episodes.
Why did she wake him up before she killed him? Why? Because you're pure and evil.
Snatch new episodes Sundays at 6. And if you want even more Snatch, join this back-to-back marathon Sundays and Mondays on Oxygen Short Time. Featuring high-top secrets, Splash Art on our Sunday.
Why care so much about
Some of the best secrets.
vision and a picture of new service rights to listen.
USA Network is all about Kentucky. With must-watch games and all-access coverage you don't want to miss. WNBA Wednesdays, every Wednesday on USA.
Oh, what happened? I didn't play the game? What?
Gene Hansen and John Hawkins were a perfect match, both in business and in love. But their success had come to a tragic end when Gene apparently died of a sudden heart attack in Los Angeles. However, no sooner had the insurance investigation into Gene's death been closed than it was instantly reopened.
They had an employee going through the files, and something didn't look right to her. Thumbprints were different. The corpse was not Gene's.
The bizarre twist presented detectives with a new set of questions. If the dead body found in Dr. Boggs' office wasn't Gene Hansen, then who was it? And where was Gene now?
It immediately puts the whole case in doubt.
They knew at this point, at the very least, there was something going on with a body switch or a misidentification of a corpse. Something nefarious was going on here.
To get answers, investigators asked John Hawkins to come in for another interview.
The police detective at the Winsdale Police Department called my attorney and said that they did not think the body was Gene. So, of course, my attorney calls me up and he says, John, what the heck? What's going on here?
John seemed more than willing to cooperate with the investigation and set a time to sit down with detectives the following day in Columbus, Ohio. But John never showed up for his appointment. Instead, he disappeared.
Investigators went looking for John and discovered that he cleared out his apartment the night before.
With Gene missing and John going on the run, detectives were even more convinced of foul play. To try and get to the bottom of what was going on, police tracked down one of John's closest friends, Eric DeSondo. Eric had met John at a local gym and had instantly fallen for his charms. When questioned by detectives, Eric claimed he didn't know where John was, but he did admit that he saw John the night before he blew out of town, and he made a shocking confession.
We went to a club, and in the middle of that club, right around midnight, he came to me and said, I'm going to be leaving tomorrow and I'm never coming back. I said, come on, man, what the hell are you talking about? He said, well, Gene's not dead.
Eric said that John told him that Gene and John were going to pull off the life insurance scam of the century and cut Dr. Boggs in on the deal.
Dr. Boggs had gotten a body from the morgue. He put a body that looked like Gene on his floor. The doctor had identified it as his patient. The story was crazy. I couldn't freaking believe it.
The partners' plan had fallen apart when investigators discovered the body didn't belong to Gene Hansen. But detectives were left wondering, why would two successful businessmen and a well-respected doctor try to pull off such a risky scheme in the first place?
Why would they do that? What did they have to gain by that, and what did they have to lose by that?
Hoping to find some answers, detectives looked into Gene and John's business and discovered that Just Sweats wasn't quite the success it seemed to be.
Their original concept was very good. They would buy seconds for $0.25 apiece, load up these trucks, bring them back to Columbus, and sell them 3 for $10.
Don't ask me how I do it. Our artists can handmade anything. Absolutely anything.
They were diligent businessmen, and it eventually ended up in bankruptcy.
Apparently, Gene's business acumen hadn't been as helpful to running a retail store as either man had hoped. Gene had turned out to be much more talented in buying shoes than balancing accounting books. While John's unquenchable thirst for living the high life hadn't helped the company's financial outlook either.
I don't know that anyone in Columbus was having more fun with John Hopkins.
He had all this success. He wanted to enjoy it, and he likes to travel. So we went to the Bahamas, went to Hawaii, and these trips he funded.
Gene had been so in love with John that he indulged his partner's behavior. So it was only a matter of time before Just Sweats fell into trouble.
John and Jean had cooked up this insurance scam as a way to bail themselves out of financial ruin.
Police immediately put out a bull alert for John and Jean. But one big question still remained. How had the pair convinced a doctor to get involved in such a twisted scheme? To find out, detectives tracked down Dr.
They can throw the pass in the direction you want to throw it to. So it'll give you a little boost to like.
I'm good. Two good preseason
For as long as the doctor had known him, so he must have been posing as Jean this whole time.
Considering the discrepancies in Dr. Boggs' story, including the timing of the EKG and the death of his patient, police were highly skeptical of his findings. But with the detectives' deeper investigations, to the doctor that met the eye.
Dr. Boggs was a pretty good guy. Gay hustlers. Lots of them failed to thrive beyond the surface. Then they abandoned all that.
Plausible that Dr. Boggs might have been a client of John Hopkins when he was a supposed mail cheater. And flexible enough with his medical business to help John pay off his part of the scam.
They do have the detective. The plaintiff in that case was a young man who said Dr. Boggs
Never imagined you ain't been ahead. Never could imagine that we. Barry Pomeroy. Detectives. Don't call me for 10K. And the two had hit it off.
What I love.
Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Bro, this 2K situation.
Every day you want to win, but you a loser when you don't.
Would you like to see my office? Or back to his office in Glendale?
But Barry claimed that the doctor's interest in him hadn't turned out to be romantic after all.
Dr. Boggs comes to embrace him, and he feels something metallic against his neck. And it occurs to him that it's a stun gun.
They start fighting, and after an intense struggle, Barry's able to get out of the office and get away with his life.
But when Barry reported the attack, police at the time had shown surprisingly little interest in investigating. And the detectives who were now questioning Barry dug a little deeper. The reason still became clear.
Dr. Boggs was a well-connected man in Glendale area.
A detective involved said that that can't be. The Boggses are a prominent family. They did not follow up.
At the time, the charges against Dr. Boggs had been dropped. But Barry Pomeroy's story, and he made detectives investigating Gene Hansen's death sit up and take notice. Was it possible Dr. Boggs had used a similar tactic to lure and then kill the man in his office who'd been falsely identified as Gene Hansen? And more importantly, who was that man? Police believed they found their answer after a search for recent missing persons reports. A young man named Ellis Green had last been seen leaving a bar with two men just a few hours before Gene Hansen's supposed death.
Ellis Green worked as a bookkeeper. He's a sweetheart of a guy.
He supposedly was going out, for a night on the town and was never seen again.
And Ellis Green's driver's license photo was a perfect match for the corpse found in Dr. Boggs' office.
They had a photo of the corpse, and eventually a relative of Ellis Henry Green was able to identify him.
Detectives were starting to get a clearer understanding of how the conspirators might have tried to fake Gene Hansen's death. Instead of using Dr. Boggs' medical connections to procure a corpse, it appeared that the trio had targeted Ellis Green as someone who wouldn't be missed.
Detectives and investigators were becoming increasingly clear. Murders of love had just happened.
It was enough circumstantial evidence for police to obtain warrants for the arrest of Dr. But so far, Dr. Boggs was the only one in custody. While John and Jean had gone from being wildly question was, where had they gone? And what were they willing to do to keep police from finding them? Coming up, to keep their prime suspects from slipping through their fingers, police turned to the media for help. And an unrelated arrest halfway across the world leads to a stunning break in the case.
He's got a whole pocket full of identifications.
Gene Hansen was a lonely salesman looking for love until he fell for a young hustler named John Hawkins.
They were devoted to each other.
Let's go.
They had started a very successful clothing franchise.
But investigators had discovered John and Jean's business was facing bankruptcy, and the two alleged lovers had apparently been willing to do anything to avoid financial ruin, including murdering innocent man named Ellis Green.
Supposedly he went out for a night on the town. Nobody's never seen him.
It was becoming increasingly clear that a murder for profit was just happening.
Police and FBI were now hot on the trail of the partners. They circled back to John's close friend, Eric DeSondo, who still insisted he didn't know where John had fled. But Eric did finally reveal that John had given him a possible clue on where to find Jean.
The night I met John and told me that she was living in Florida, and I told the FBI.
John's phone records showed he made multiple calls to a condo in Miami. It was owned by a man named Wolfgang von Snowden. The name didn't ring any bells for detectives, but a review of Gene Hansen's file revealed Snowden to be the last name of Gene's estranged biological father, which led investigators to believe they finally found where Gene Hansen was hiding.
After Ellis Henry Green was murdered, Gene went back to Florida and changed his name.
Investigators immediately contacted Florida police to check the condo, but no one was at home.
They said the condo's owner, Mr. Snowden, had left a few weeks earlier, which coincided with the murder plot in LA.
The FBI launched a manhunt, mobilizing state and federal law enforcement agencies. But after several months passed with no sign of either Gene or John, the case went cold.
It's frustrating when you have. It's very frustrating.
Then, more than a year after the murder of Ellis Green, investigators called
Let's go. That's how we need to be moving on defense.
1989 U.S. Customs agents at the Dallas, Texas airport observed an arriving passenger traveling from Mexico acting suspiciously.
They pulled him out of line because they said he looked nervous, looked like a drug dealer.
The man said his name was George Soule and was a tourist returning from vacation.
But when customs agents searched his luggage, they quickly realized there was much more going on here.
He's got $14,000 in declared cash, a whole pocket full of identifications, including that of Ellis Henry Green, the dead guy.
The agents begin to interrogate the man about the money and the fake ID, at which time he quickly confesses that his real name is Gene Hansen.
Dallas police informed the FBI that they had one of their fugitives in custody. But when federal agents rushed to Texas to question Gene, they were shocked to see that Gene hadn't just changed his name before he went on the run. He also changed his appearance.
He hooked up with a plastic surgeon to get himself. It's a nice plastic surgery.
The doctor did conduct the facial reconstruction surgery. After that, Gene went on the run.
But what about John Hawkins? Was it possible he also changed his name and appearance when he went into hiding?
Let's go.
Now that Gene was in custody,
Let's go.
it was something that would relevant to John.
Most urgency was trying to find Hawkins.
But although Gene faced serious criminal charges, he refused to turn on the man he loved. Not even the very real threat of a death sentence could get him to reveal where John was hiding.
What was clear to me is that Gene Hansen had very deep feelings for John Hawkins. He did not want to feel in any way responsible for John getting caught.
My sense was that Gene Hansen would follow John Hawkins in.
Gene was arrested along with Dr. Boggs and held in custody pending trial for charges of insurance fraud, conspiracy, and murder. With two of the three conspirators in custody, investigators doubled their efforts to locate John. Once again, calling on the media for help.
They flower stars. They contacted America's Most Wanted. Oprah even features the story on her show.
But even though the story was broadcast worldwide, John's whereabouts continued to be a mystery.
The FBI would get tons of reported sightings, but none of them panned out.
But then, 3 years after the manhunt had begun, the FBI finally received a tip from overseas.
Police and investigators had been working leads for months on end. And here this phone call comes in from Europe.
The outrageous story about the partner's murder and insurance fraud had just hit the airwaves in Holland. Soon after, a frantic call came from a local woman who claimed she recognized John Hawkins.
And a woman who had been dating him in Amsterdam saw it. Learned that he'd been a male prostitute and feared he might have given her AIDS. So she picks up the phone and calls the FBI and said, I know where it is.
The Dutch woman said John had been posing as a Canadian businessman named Bradley Boyd
Get down.
in Amsterdam for the past 2 years. But just a few months ago, she said he told her he was sailing to Italy.
It looked like John had created a new life for himself. He was operating a cabaret in Italy. He had lots of girlfriends, and he was living a good life.
John's ex-girlfriend gave investigators a description of the sailboat John now found phone. A quick search of the local marinas turned up a match. And on August 1st, Italian police staked out the craft, waiting for John to return.
They just gave it to me while I was walking up to the boat. It was at the end of a long, pier, so there was no getting away.
Meanwhile, back in the United States, prosecutors prepared their case against John and Jean. But would the attorneys be able to secure a conviction against the lovers? Did they have one more surprise that would put a guilty verdict in doubt? Coming up, prosecutors attempt to turn the alleged partners against one another. But will Gene give up his lover to save his own life?
Remember when watching TV was simple and free? Now there are tons of apps, subscriptions, and passwords for them. Make it simple for free again. Today, free with no longer required.
I'm talking to you.
Memorize every textbook, every square feet, every line from Caddyshack. Those are
Who do you think?
Instagram.
No, that is passion.
Next, he's great. Total commitment.
World needs that stuff more than ever. Love fans. Do you think
On my pick.
T-Mobile introduces nothing. Pay nothing today and walk out with an info. Pay nothing up front, get a new phone. There are 250 reasons to choose T-Mobile.
Damn, not on my pick.
Introduces nothing. Pay nothing today and walk out with an info.
What stood out to you most about that?
Pay nothing up front, get a new phone. There are 250 reasons to choose T-Mobile.
What does schedule a new schedule artist and feature good rubber for incredible grip. However, one takes a whole team, and in the other, you just step in and out. Go fast like you can. New Skechers Aeroverse.
It's the final days of the 4 Super 6. Pick up capability across America. Great deals, great trucks.
Rates out of done. James Powell says Ford is now #1.
Don't stay off the ground.
Sure looks like we're trying to go out. Get 0% financing, 1,000 towards your down payment, and 500 final days bonus cash, plus 2 months complimentary mobile service maintenance on select Ford vehicles.
after a 3-year mandate ended in their capture. Gene Hansen as John Hawkins stood accused of conspiring with Glendale physician Richard Boggs to murder Alice Green and use his money to collect on Gene's million-dollar life insurance policy. Prosecutors told the jury the daily life insurance swindle came together when John and Gene were running their business in Columbus, Ohio.
They take out these key policies on each other. Gene Hansen tells staffers that just lets Smith live for him.
While Gene laid the groundwork for his apparent death, John contacted his old friend Dr. Boggs about arranging a body to substitute for Gene.
Dr. Boggs picks up Gene at the airport. They make their way into LA and they go to a bar called Spider. And in this bar, they met a very unfortunate soul named Alice Green.
Prosecutors asserted that the two men had escorted Alice back to the doctor's office where they quickly incapacitated her.
Boggs hits Ellis with a stone. And while Ellis is knocked down, Dr. Boggs and Gene suffocate him to death. Then Boggs calls 911 and identifies Ellis as Gene.
John then disposed of the evidence by sending the body. He hadn't raised any questions at the time, since everyone believed the body was Gene, and John had next of kin rights to cremate the remains. But John's defense team denied that their client had any involvement in the murder. They insisted that John had been completely unaware that a murder had even occurred until he was placed under arrest.
I honestly didn't think I was going to be arrested for it. Didn't have a clue, because I didn't know about it. I never intended someone to try.
John's defense also claimed that the insurance scam had all been Gene's idea, even though they admitted John had willingly gone along with that part of the plan, which explained why he had fled to Europe after first being questioned by police.
Gene was a great businessman, but he was also, he was clever. He had done insurance frauds, many insurance frauds. So I just kind of went for the ride.
But the biggest bombshell dropped by John's attorneys was that he and Gene weren't lovers at all. They claimed John and Gene had never been anything but business partners. Their 3-year romance had all been in Gene's head.
John said, I never loved Gene. Gene loved me, but I didn't feel that way.
The defense also insisted that John wasn't gay and that he never worked as a gay prostitute. But what about John and Gene's intense sexual relationship? According to John, it never happened. He claimed that despite appearances and rumors, he and Gene had never been intimate together.
John said
Man, we gotta score this ball.
he was delusional, and this insurance scam was just another one of his
Come
delusions.
on now.
Gene wanted to outfox the insurance agency and the police.
It was a shocking revelation. Despite everything Gene had been willing to sacrifice for John, it seemed his love had gone unrequited. John had been using Gene all along, flirting with him and making him think they had a romantic connection. But in reality, he was leading Gene on the entire time. In fact, it seemed he had relationships with several women since he and Gene started their partnership, all unbeknownst to Gene himself.
Gene is in love with John. And meanwhile, John
Man, come on, bro.
in the bar scene, everyone who I talked to just talked about him chasing women, very promiscuous.
Prosecutors hoped that Gene would see John's womanizing as a betrayal, which might make him agree to testify against his former partner.
I really thought there would be a point in time when light bulb would go on and he'd come to realization, man, I'm going to get indicted for murder and he could have a death penalty.
But Gene refused to turn on John, despite the fact that he could possibly face the ultimate punishment.
Gene Hansen had very deep feelings for John Hawkins. He wouldn't do anything that would ever hurt him or get him in trouble. So he was his guardian angel.
On August 9th, the jury announced their verdict. Gene Hansen was found guilty.
He he was ultimately convicted of murder and insurance fraud, and they put him away for the rest of his life.
But the jury wasn't quite as sure about John Hawkins.
The jury deadlocked. They couldn't come to a unanimous verdict on the murder charge against John.
But while the jury had deadlocked on the murder charges, John didn't get off scot-free.
He was convicted of conspiracy and insurance fraud.
He was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison, but got out after 20 years and 8 months, and has been free ever since.
Let's go.
With John Hawkins free from prison while Gene Hansen is locked up for life, some wonder if justice really has been served. In the eyes of many, it's difficult to comprehend what had driven two businessmen to do the unthinkable.
This is the ultimate crime doesn't pay story. I think all of them, at the end, got their just desserts and have paid a very big price.
Leonora was a 17-year-old high school student exploring the world of online dating.
She was far more sophisticated than one would expect a 17-year-old to be in the area of sex.
Ronald Barker was a charming 34-year-old, full of mystery and promises.
He presented himself as a young, dreamy, passionate lover.
Despite their age difference, the two made a love connection in an online chat room. And soon, they were caught up in an intense relationship full of passionate encounters and closely guarded secrets.
It was hot. It was exciting. They were obsessed with each other.
But there was one secret that would threaten to tear the lovers apart.
There was a bird body.
The investigation into the crime would lead police into a seductive world of strippers, love triangles, and even black magic. All to ultimately unveil a horrifying truth that no one saw coming.
He was a mad dog. She was let off the leash.
La Jolla, California. It was just after 4:30 a.m. when a frantic call came into 911. Firefighters raced to the location on their way scenic drive.
When firefighters arrived on scene, they see flame shooting 10 feet in the air, a bright orange glow lighting up the sky.
The fire was huge.
As firefighters worked quickly to control the blaze, news crews from local stations quickly descended on the scene. And as the smoke began to clear, one of the cameramen videotaping the burning car noticed something strange.
He says, "Hey, there's a body in here." At this point, it's partially gone, and they can't tell if it's man.
Suddenly, investigators had more than just a simple case of arson on their hands.
We all suspected homicide.
But who was the victim? And why had they been killed? Little did detectives know they would enter a maze of sex, lies, and jealousy in their hunt for answers. And a pair of suspects who stuck at nothing to get what they wanted.
I worked homicide for 14 years. We investigated a lot of homicides. This case was pretty remarkable.
To most visitors, Thailand is a place of beauty and mystery. But for Leonora, growing up there as the daughter of Cambodian refugees, life was hard.
When she was really young as an infant, her father left.
For years, me and her mother struggled to get by. But when me was 6, her
Let's fucking go.
moved to the U.S. finding more stability. They eventually settled in San Diego, where Me's mother met and married a strict and traditional Vietnamese man. But new stepfather didn't provide the stable home environment her mother hoped for. He wanted things exactly his way, in exactly his order, and when things didn't go that way, he became very angry and very volatile and physically abusive. And Nee's mother wasn't the only target of her stepfather's rage.
Her stepfather pretty much degraded her. All she knew from him was this abusive relationship filled with violence. Nothing that a child should really go through growing up.
As a result, Nee developed into a lonely and withdrawn teenager.
Between Nee's low self-esteem and her stepfather's rules, she didn't really have a lot of opportunity.
Nee's controlling stepfather kept her under lock and key. But when Nee was 16, she made a discovery that instantly changed her life.
She would spend a lot of time on the internet chatting with strangers, and that was her outlet, that was her escape.
Online, Nee could be whoever she wanted to be. And for the first time, she was free to interact with the opposite sex.
So Nee started getting attention online. She liked, I think she was seeking love and attention that she didn't have at home.
Before she knew it, Nee had dozens of men competing for her affection. For a young woman who never received a compliment in her life, all of the attention was intoxicating and addictive.
All of a sudden, all of these guys are telling her how good looking she is, how interesting she is, and inviting to meet her.
Let's go.
Eventually,
Need this dub. Need it. How they get the ball back so fast, bro? What the fuck?
there was only one problem: getting past the watchful eye of her strict stepfather.
Nee would have to sneak out of the house after her stepfather went to bed. She knew what would happen if he found out, but to her, it was worth it.
One night, Nee crept out of the house to visit one of her local suitors. When she snuck out of the house, she was anything but the shy young woman she always presented herself as in public.
She shows up to this man's house with nothing but overcoat and some leggings.
The encounter left Nee feeling exhilarated and eager for more.
She feels powerful. She feels sexy. She feels like a real woman.
Over the next year, Nee indulged in more than a dozen sexual encounters with men she met online.
She knows that she's taking a risk every time she sneaks out of the house, but to her, that just makes it all the more exciting.
Let's go.
But she was left wanting more. Despite being sexually gratified, all of these online hookups were meaningless flings. And deep down, she craved a more significant connection. Then Nee met a charismatic new admirer in a chat room who would change her life forever. He used only his first name.
He's a very wealthy, rich guy, great background, wealthy family, lots and lots of money.
Brandon was more well-spoken than most of the men Nee met online. He was full of compliments and full of promises.
Brandon seemed different than the other guys who were just looking for a quick hookup. This guy seemed like he was interested in really getting to know her.
Instead of having Nee meet him at a hotel for a quick sexual encounter like other men, Brandon took Nee on an actual date.
She's never had a real date, so maybe this one guy, Brandon, is different. Brandon could fill that void she's looking for with the caring, loving relationship that she's lacking for most of her life.
To show her appreciation for Brandon's affection, Nee repaid him the only way she knew how.
They did become intimate fairly quickly, but unlike with her other encounters, this seems like there was something more. There was more of a connection with this guy, and she saw things that she never felt before.
Nee and Brandon continued to date over the following weeks, and he seemed like everything she could ever want in a man.
He kept telling her that he would shower her with gifts, take her out on expensive trips, expensive dates. But as she spent more time with Brandon, Nee learned that he was as mysterious as he was romantic.
He was always really vague about any details of his life. He wouldn't tell her what he did, where he lived. She never met any of his family.
Nee became suspicious that Brandon.
Hold on.
And when she pressed him for the truth, he broke down.
Cause you're not fucking up my chords. I'm gonna fuck you up.
He was not very wealthy. He was actually just complicated. He actually had a wife and a kid. Not only was he married, at 34, he was almost twice her age. He even lied about his name. Brandon was really not Brandon. He was actually Ronald Walker.
Nee is upset by this new development. But by this point, she's emotionally invested in this relationship. So she gives him a chance to explain himself.
The real Ron Barker had a lot in common with Nee North. He was born in Vietnam and moved to California when he was 9. But unlike Nee, Ron had never been short on confidence.
You thought he was smarter than everybody else. He was sharper.
As a teenager, Ron adopted a bad boy persona and became known for telling elaborate stories.
He liked to create intrigue and make people think he was this dangerous bad boy.
But by the time Ron was in his early 30s, he traded his mischievous ways for a family and a job as a mechanic.
By all accounts, Ron got married, settled down, had kids, and spent most of his time either with his family or working to support them.
What his family didn't know was that underneath his domestic appearance, Ron was still very much a bad boy at heart. And he found a new way to embellish his persona for attention.
He was spending most of his time hanging out in internet chat rooms, pretending to be some rich playboy to meet women.
Once Ron fell in love with me, however, he stopped flirting with other women. And he realized that if the relationship was ever going to work, he would eventually have to tell her who he really was.
She was beautiful. She was exciting. She was everything
You gotta clip them down. Them bitches too short.
When he broke the news, Ron assured me that even though he lied about who he was, his promises to her had all been sincere.
He said all the right things. And since she was already in love with him, she was willing to forgive him and move on.
With his initial deceit behind them, the lovers' passion for one another became even stronger. The more time Ron and Nee spent together, the more intense their relationship became.
It was hot. It was exciting.
Ron and Nee dreamed of the day they wouldn't need to sneak around anymore. But they ran into a problem when Ron's wife became pregnant with their second child. Ron told me that he didn't have the heart to leave his wife while she was expecting his baby. And Nee realized her own living situation was an obstacle to the couple being together.
Ron still wanted to be with Nee, but Nee was just 17. She still lived at home with her very controlling stepfather.
The lovers realized they would have to wait, but came up with a plan where Ron would leave his wife after she had
What's
her
up?
baby. By then, Nee would be 18 and
What's
would
up?
legally move out of her parents' home. Until then, the couple made a commitment to keep their affair a secret and to rely on their intense passion to keep their illicit romance alive.
When the tape is clear, that Caliberry loves to throw it all over the yard.
Their investigation, a search of the victims
Expect a high volume of past serves even on early downs.
night disappeared.
Two drinking glasses. There was also a used condom, bathroom.
Remember when watching TV was simple and free? Now there are tons of apps, subscriptions, and passwords to remember. What if it could be simple and free again?
Okay.
Fandango, stream free with no login required. I'm talking to you. You memorize every textbook, every scare theory, every line from Caddyshack. Look at your neck.
What do you think?
Good against the grain.
Drinking Fan Club.
His death generated a lot of surprise.
Sundays, Oxygen 66 Snapped is back.
Lawyer approaching me about an investment that he made just under $3 million.
All new shocking episodes.
Why did she wake him up before she killed him? Why? Because you're pure evil.
Snapped new episodes Sundays at 6. And if you want even more Snapped, join us back-to-back marathon Sundays and Mondays on Oxygen True Crime.
Welcome to the WNBA on USA. So it begins on Wednesdays. USA Network is all about the zone. With must-watch games and all access coverage you don't want to miss. WNBA Wednesdays, every Wednesday on USA. You're gonna love it.
Love what?
Something special. Are you excited?
Yes. Bluey's Wild World and Conservation Station. Now open at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Lee Norn and Ron Barker had been in an illicit affair for over 3 months. Deep
Come on.
they determined to be together, despite some rather large obstacles.
There were a lot of factors working against this relationship. Ronald was married. He lived with his wife and children. He was in high school. She lived at home with her parents. But they didn't.
might be on here this weekend. Might be down there motherfucker this weekend, man. That motherfucking hair done. Got cut. Might put it up for sure. Might put it on for sure. Ain't got shit else to do. I ain't gonna get picked. Your ass gonna get picked. The niggas ain't no. The niggas ain't got step no shit. I done step no shit. I mean, oh yeah, that visible shit. That shit OP as fuck. I seen that shit. I said, nope, I'm not getting on it. I'm not dealing with that shit right now. Hell no. Especially you not online. Fuck no. Yeah, I see that shit. I see that shit. They bring an orange juice back. Talking about co-op mafia. That's just orange juice. I've been to that already. I'm making me a girl after that. No, man. Y'all ain't even going. Y'all ain't even spending the bins. Take one down, pass them. My boys in their prime. It's about damn time. My boys in their prime, man. Proud of y'all, man. Proud of y'all, man. I'm working on this damn free safety. This shit fire. On Madden, yeah. I got drafted first round. Guess what team I got drafted to? One of the sorriest teams on fucking game. But I got over 150 tackles and I got over 10 interceptions. And we on week 16 right now. I'm playing against the Vikings. Oh, man. That was a hit stick. I don't know how the fuck you weed that shit. I got drafted to the Jets. Hell yeah, they gave my dog 30 years. That's his fault though, bro. You can't just be shooting that, man. I done told him about that stupid shit, bro. I told him about that stupid shit, bro. I know there's a lot going on, bro, but I told him don't fucking crash out, bro. Get the fuck out. I've been telling him for years, get the fuck out of Hampton. Get the fuck out of Hampton. Get the fuck out of Hampton. Niggas don't listen, bro. Niggas don't listen. But you get that motion, get the fuck out of Hampton. There's nothing for you to come back. But don't stay there. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing for you to come back. Just get the fuck out of Hampton. There's only one thing I see stay in Hampton and actually fucking prosper from being in Hampton. And I ain't see him do no jail time. You know what I mean? Then my dog Peasy. That's the only thing I know in Hampton that's prospering. Like literally fucking prospering. That stayed in Hampton his whole life and actually came to fuck up. You know what I mean? Everybody else I done seen got that stay in Hampton and crashed out a long time ago. You know what I mean? Doing time, waiting to get the fuck out. Cause they had to step on shit as a jit. You know what I mean? You ain't got to do that shit, bro. Get the fuck out of Hampton, bro. There's nothing in Hampton County but jail time waiting on your ass. That's it. Ain't no jobs in Hampton. Ain't no holes in Hampton. There's nothing waiting on you in Hampton. Nothing. Nothing at all. I only go back home to see family and hurry up and get the fuck on. I don't even stay in Hampton past 9 o'clock. Know some fuckery going on. This damn cat so fucking clingy. I'm just sitting here playing the game. You just gotta sit in my lap. Yeah, this shit gonna be gas. This Madden shit gas. I ain't gonna lie. This shit is fire. Playing against you know it's crazy? My fucking record on the Jets is 10-5, bro. And the Vikings record is 4-11. And I'm only a safety, bro. And I mean I don't have nothing to do with offense. Y'all better be glad y'all run into these AI, boy. Them boy running from them hit sticks.
I heard AI's real this year.
Huh?
I heard AI's gonna be real this year.
Hopefully.
Ain't none of that AI cheese and shit.
We gonna see. We gonna see. There's always a way to cheese the bot. Even if you gotta tell somebody to set you a screen and you just shoot that bit wide open because the bot don't pick up on your, you know what I mean? It might not be no cheese like just jab step and then shoot right in front of that motherfucker, but there's always gonna be some bot cheese. You get what I'm saying? I ain't said nothing about you can't catch it, no dip that bitch. Let's go. As long as Kyler Murray ain't doing no scrambling and motherfucking Justin Jefferson ain't going crazy on my corners, be alright. You gotta score that fucking ball. That's it. We just gotta throw the ball. We just gotta stop him from scoring. Make him kick field goals. Damn, I forgot my offense is ass. We played against y'all. Y'all beat the fuck out of us. I don't even think we scored for real. I kept stopping y'all though, like, but the score still ended up being like 27 to like 9 or some shit like that. I don't think we scored no touchdown. We just beat the Patriots though. I don't know how the fuck we pulled that shit out. We just beat the Patriots.
Yeah, we gonna be real this year. No, next got somebody else to go to now.
Huh?
I said we gonna be real this year.
Yeah. Hey, I got Jalen Waddle too. Oh my god, that fucker was so fast. I only got like a 93 speed. That fucker left me.
Yeah. Our defensive line already real.
And then your cornerback's real. You know what I mean? It's already a no-fly zone. Y'all got one of the best defenses in the game already. As long as that offense come together, y'all boy probably be untouchable. Y'all boy might win the chip.
Shit, we could have made it to the Super Bowl last year if our next didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
That's what really fucked us up. They got hurt at the end of the game, but the game was already on.
I know what team y'all not beating this year though.
So the Chargers.
Damn right. Damn right. You don't know who our offensive coordinator is? We gonna be right this year. He fighting for a job too. We gonna be right this year. He ain't no head coach no more. He just an offensive coordinator. We ain't got to worry about it. You know what I mean? Oh nah, her good. The offensive coordinator just went call little fucking plays last year.
They gotta protect her.
Then that too. We need a fucking line, bro. I'm starting to feel like Joe Burrow back that motherfucker.
They gotta protect her because we complicated.
They gotta protect her, bro. Our offensive line it be so shitty. That's one thing. I feel like if two teams can really make some fucking noise this year if their offensive line hold up, and that's Joe Burrow and them, and that's my team. Everybody else, yeah, I mean, whatever. But I feel like if we finally make a fucking offensive line that can block for her, bro, we can actually make some fucking noise, bro. Can't do nothing. And my quarterback scared to get fucking hit every fucking play.
Oh God. That's real shit though.
We can get paranoid, but I don't blame him. I don't blame him for being paranoid. Shit, he get hit so damn much. So what does he feel a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of that line break, he feeling antsy. What's up?
Who's that?
Murder.
Hey, Murder.
What's up, Sash?
How are you?
What you say?
She said, how are you?
I'm straight. This big game busy.
What?
Murder.
Yo.
Let Alton call you back.
Alright, he called me back.
Okay.
Call me back, man.
But what's up?
Allison,
Alright.
it's not gonna be any of that.
Any of
It
what?
ain't gonna be no fussing. It ain't gonna be no physical